G'day YouTube, this is Aussie Pops and thank you for joining me today on this channel. I decided to do this live because then I can actually take a picture of the thumbnail and not just post some random picture of myself. Because for some reason it always picks the most awkward face expression ever. But onto this channel, onto this show. The last video I did that how disappointed in the Naruto collection that it should be more. Not saying that it was a bad collection, apart from one of them that's actually on this stack, but it just needs to be. It needs more love. More love. There's so many dynamic characters and it needs more. As per response to that video, Bleach was also commented on. Bleach only has 3 pops to it. Also needs a lot more love from Funko and from the animator to promote it a little bit more. Yes, the show ended in 2012 and Funko became big in 2014, but it still needs the love. It's a great anime, and Bleach collectors and Funko anime collectors would probably go for those pops. I don't actually have any Bleach pops, but I looked online. I looked on Stashpedia, and only one of them's worth an expensive amount. The other ones are still in common price range. So, but this is most disappointing pops in my collection. Some of them are disappointing because of their how much detail they have. Some are disappointing because they are. Why are they picked out of the whole series to be that pop? One of them is because of value. The other one is because it was just a sheer disappointment and value, and the other one is because of detail. And this series is because of detail. So we're going to dive into it. I'm going to pull them out of the box, give you a close-up look at them. I typically don't. I haven't done this before. I haven't taken them out of the box, but as I've gotten more used to YouTube and I've watched more YouTube videos, I keep saying that if you take them out of the box, you get a better look at them, and you can still put them straight back in the box, and they never think. If they have a seal on them, I don't bust the seal though. So, the Audrey 2 chase is never. It's not coming out of the box. Whether through the bottom, through the top, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to dive into it. We're going to start off with the one that I was disappointed in the last video I did, and that is Toby. Okay, Toby from Naruto Shippuden. Okay, so Toby from Naruto Shippuden is technically part of the Akatsuki, and we don't know for the whole Akatsuki arc of Naruto. You don't know Toby's face. You just see him as this annoying red-headed stepchild of the Akatsuki, and then he turns out to be Obito Uchiha, who is the actual organizer of the Akatsuki, the mind behind everything. And even though he's kept saying his name's Madara Uchiha, but I'm not going to ruin it completely, just in case you haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, watch it, because great anime, especially that arc. The final arc and the Akatsuki arc are really, really great. But this is Toby. Okay, or alias, Toby's his alias, Obito Uchiha. I really wish they'd done Obito, not Toby, because it's just the Akatsuki robe. He has no hands. Look, red dots. There's a little detail. Oh, you can see his feet. He has blue toenails. Why he's got blue toenails, we don't know. I'm gonna look that up. But it's he's got his hair and he's got his things, but it's like they picked the least detail villain in the Naruto universe, and like, we're gonna make him a pop. What's most disappointing is when these pops came out in 2015. 2015 or 2016, the show was in its prime. Like, this arc, the Akatsuki arc, was in its prime. You could have done so many other villains, really, so many other. But they picked Toby, and that's why it's on the disappointing list. Okay, so I'm gonna put him back in. Get him back in the box. Back in the box. Wait a bit. Okay, so get him back in there. Close him back up. Just like new. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, Dragon Ball Z is probably it is the biggest anime collection there is. They just announced more that are coming out. I don't know why they need to do another Bulma Goku 2-pack, or I think that the exclusive Ultra Instinct Goku will be interesting, but seriously, when you've got other animes that probably, like Naruto, or Bleach, or Black Clover pops would be awesome. I hope they bring some out. But you got other animes that need attention, and you just keep producing another variant of Vegeta. Vegeta's cool and all, but there's 9 variations of him already. So this is Frieza, and Frieza is on my disappointing list because he's just so boring. Like, there's very little detail. Like, seriously, it's just plain. I think the most detail is on his feet. You know, it's got his tail. Oh well, you can see some back muscles and some arm muscles. That's the extent of it, and it's just kind of disappointing. Like, really, they should have done stage 1 Frieza or stage 2 Frieza, but they decided to choose final form Frieza. You know, even though stage 2 looks like it's about to lay eggs of face huggers, and it's pretty badass Frieza. Or they could have even done the other final form Frieza, where it's like a half machine, and yeah, it would have been more detail, and it would have been rather than give us this plain thing. Of course, he's part of the Dragon Ball Z collection, which is all up there. I'm not missing too many. I think I'm missing the last set, the one with Tien and Master Roshi. I want Master Roshi. Don't particularly care about Tien. If you've heard and if you watched the last video, if you haven't watched it, because I go on a little bit of a rant about Tien on how he's worthless. But yeah, I'm gonna put Frieza back in the box, and then move on to the next one. Okay, so third most disappointing is because of price. This is Time. Time is part of the Alice in Wonderland collection through the Looking Glass, and you know, this was a pretty decent movie, but not everyone knew that Alice in Wonderland had a sequel, unless you actually watched Alice in Wonderland or read Alice in Wonderland. So the movie didn't do us too good, so in result the pops didn't do too good. Kind of like the chase right here. So we're going to pull this guy out and show him. And what's surprising, this guy has quite a lot of detail, and he's really cool. But this is Time. Time's value is $2. And that's why he's on this list, because even though he has all this awesome detail in the back of his head, in his robe, his beard is on point, you know, he's got his scepter, you know, it's very, you know, he's got his hand, the time module on his hand, although it's very well done pop, he's just worth $2. So it's kind of disappointing, and kind of sad. But time, $2. Of course, he's part of the collection, Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass collection, which we have all of them. So of course, he's going to stay in the collection, even though he's only worth $2. What's really sad is I spent $12.50 on him. So, kind of sad, but he's got his place in the collection. So we'll just close him up again. Don't want to do any damage to the box or damage to him. Still in mint, still in great condition. So on to the next one, and this is the Valerian Doghan Daggerus Chase Edition. Okay, so this is okay. So I just got 2 spam calls, one right after another. I think this happened the last time I tried to do this video, and really, I'm already 11 minutes through it. I'm not going to restart it. So this is Doghan Darius, Dogurus, however you pronounce it. He was the first chase we ever got. We were walking through ThinkGeek. We were like, oh my gosh, it's a chase. And he is the second least expensive chase resale value ever. We're not flippers, but you know, when you buy something for, you know, $15 that a chase is, and then it ends up being $9, and it's it's a limited edition. Yeah, do you know what the least expensive chase? The least expensive chase is the same character, just he's wearing a red shirt, who's $7. This one is $9, and he's got quite a lot of detail to him. So he's got a lot of detail on his face. He's got the wrinkles, he's got the things, he's got his wings on the back and his tail, his little brown bag and little pouch on the back. You know, he's a rather well made pop, but he just didn't. The movie tanked, so therefore his pop really tanked, and no one really wanted him. So he is, but he's a chase. So maybe we will we'll trade him for, you know, a common we don't have, or something. You know, if someone's wanting, oh my gosh, I never get chases, be like, here, have this one. Okay, on to the last thing. This is actually a whole series that I am disappointed in. I'm only going to open one of these, and let's do the Pink Ranger, because I've also got the Hot Topic Pink Ranger exclusive here that I'm going to use in comparison. And this is the Power Rangers morphing exclusive, GameStop only morphing exclusive, and these are disappointing because of the lack of detail in them. And I thought this collection was cool when I first saw it. It really caught your eye. You can see through them, and these pops are really why I think they need to do a translucent or transparent Ninetales with Naruto inside, or a Naruto Sasuke inside a Sononos Ninetales. That would be awesome. But this is the Power Rangers morphing exclusives, and you know, they just lack detail. Like, I'll pull out I'll try and sit her up. No, she's not going to. No, okay. I'm gonna open up the pink, the Hot Topic exclusive Pink Ranger, and we're gonna do some comparison. Really like this one. This is the metallic version, and okay, so in comparison to, okay, so we've got this one. as you can see, there's no sign of the emblem on their chest. There's no shading, there's no color difference. You can see how it's got like the markings on the helmet and the imprint on the back. And of course the eye shield, everything. The belt has just one circle in it, and this is the pink Power Ranger. Okay, so you've got metallic. You've got the same eye shield. You've got the same mouth, but a little more detail on this one. And you've got the color differences and everything. Of course, you've got much more detail on the belt. You've got the insignia on the chest. This one doesn't even have the crosses across the chest, the diamonds, and you know there's no diamonds on the hands. This one has the diamonds on the hands. It's just disappointing, and all of them in this collection are kind of like this one. The blue, black, and red you can't see through, so it's kind of disappointing that they're not all transparent. They are all glittery. Oh, cool. But it is disappointing to think. And I was really excited for this collection. They looked really good on the shelf, and then the more I look at them, the more I decide that they just weren't worth it. And of course my exclusives in my other exclusives in the Power Rangers series is very particular. Now I've got the yellow Ranger metallic exclusive, and I've got the red Ranger and the pink Ranger metallic exclusive, and I really like them. And of course I've got a Tommy. I've got the green and the white Tommy and the white Tiger Zord, because Tommy is, even though my name's Jason, my favorite character is Tommy. I'm going to show you these ones. I'm not going to take them out of the box, but as you can see, you cannot see through the Red Ranger at all. He does not have any detail on his chest, no detail on his belt, and yeah, same with the black, same with the blue, and yeah, these really looked good on the shelf. I thought that they would do better, and then they didn't. You can see through the yellow. See through the yellow. I've always, and they're just disappointing. I thought they would do better, and you know, the more I look at them, the more I think that I might find a trade, or a Funko swap, or maybe a Funko, go to a swap meet and sell them. I don't know, but if you're interested in them, send me a message, and we'll talk prices. But thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed the channel, I think the next video I'll do is my favorite top 10, top 5 maybe, top 10. I've got too many favorite pops. You know, we're up to 359, I believe, maybe 360. Might have broke 360. But our collection's up there. So if you like the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment. If you didn't like the video, hate on it as much as you like. Just make sure that you subscribe so you can hate on all my content as much as you want. And I hope to see you next time. And this is Aussie Pops. And have a great day. Thank you for joining me.